Growing up, you always saw like Darren McFadden, you saw Felix Jones, you saw DJ Williams, you saw those big names in the state of Arkansas, and those are guys, associated with the state, and you kind of want to be like them when you growing up. And I really supported the Razorbacks. I didn't really have any other college football choice.
Picked off. That is Kevin Richardson in the end zone.
The fan base, the state, being able to represent my state and my family here at home, was something I really wanted to do. Especially, not having any big scholarship offers and feeling like I can go live up to what I feel like I can, and I just took that leap.
Immediately when I saw K. Rich in fall camp as a freshman, he was a lot smaller back then, but a really, and as far as just the way he approaches the game, he's very serious. You can tell he understands it, he gets it, probably make a great coach if he wants to. Just really, really intelligent, and because of that, he probably makes plays that maybe with his athleticism others wouldn't think he would, and he continues to amaze them.
That amazement led Coach B to award Kevin with a scholarship prior to his sophomore season.
It was a tremendous weight lifted off my shoulders. I know it was the same thing for my parents, to be able to get my school for free, get my education for free, and come and do the thing I love to do every day, and represent, like I was saying earlier, my whole state, my family. That's a once-in-a-lifetime thing that you don't get to do every day. And, to have that handed to me was, something I feel like paid off.
Hurts is going to throw on first down, short. Hogs jump the route, and it is intercepted by Kevin Richardson. Richardson with the pick, and the Razorbacks.
And now Richardson has a message for all the naysayers who thought he was too small or too slow to play SEC football.
Don't judge a book by its cover. I mean, they judge, film and didn't know my IQ of the game, didn't know, my heart to go out there and play, against guys who they thought were too big or too strong for me to play against. And like, look at what I'm doing now. At the same time, I'm out here competing with the best of them. So I mean, what they say really motivated me to go do what I knew I could do in the first place.
But that came to a halt when Kevin was injured during the first game of 2016.
I remember the exact play. I got it on my phone. I look at it every now and then too. I saw the quarterback look right at Trent. I'm like, okay, I can go make this play. But I was backpedaling, stuck my foot back and it slipped. And he caught the ball and took one step. That's one step that I think that slip took back from it. And he got around me. I reached out, wrapped my arm around him and pulled. As soon as I pulled, I felt the pop and I knew it was something bad. I thought it was my shoulder dislocating again. And I tried to put it back in place almost, and it wasn't out. So, I just kept going. And by the end of the third quarter, I could feel it throbbing, I almost lost all feeling in my arm. It was just something I feel like I could have played through, so I just stayed out there. I mean, I thought it was something small and it ended up being bigger than what I thought it was. I didn't know anything about tearing a pec. I thought I was gonna be out for 2 weeks, and they told me it was a 5-month recovery. And that was tough to deal with. They told me, and I just went in the locker room and just sat down in my locker with my towel over my head and just cried,
The hardest day for me last year was not just the day of his injury, but I remember in particular the Alabama game. It was home. I came through the locker room early and caught him he was a mess. He was a mess for all the right reasons. He was very upset, very emotional because he couldn't play on that day, and there's a small indication of how much it means to him.
To see that just crumple that fast, I was like, man, you got to take advantage of everything you're given. I look at Raleigh's situation every day. That's a big-time football player who no doubt could play at the next level, and to see that go away just like that is tough to deal with. And I'm thankful mine was that just small, and you got to take advantage of everything you get to do every day.
Kevin was able to return to the football field in March. At the end of spring practices, Coach Bielema announced that Richardson was elected a team captain by his teammates.
He's a voice of not only the DB room and the defense, but the team. He's not afraid to be that voice. He's not afraid to organize things and say things that some guys don't want to hear. And I think that's lost on this generation a little bit. And I think this team has more of that than teams I've been around in the last few years, and that's fun to see. And Kevin's as good at it as anybody.
I think about that all the time. I didn't even play. I didn't do anything. I didn't have a big impact on the season last year, but for guys to vote me as a team captain, those those are my players, you know, my teammates. You know, to look at me as a captain without having any impact on the game, you know, kind of motivates me to go, you know, just over the top for whatever we need for this team. You know, I feel like I was doing that already, but you know, I feel like if the guys voted me like that, that left me speechless. When Coach B announced it, I was speechless. I didn't know what to say. You know, like I didn't expect this. You know, I'm from a walk-on to a team captain. You know, going to media day, all that kind of stuff. I'm living the dream right now.